where to find your USP. Where to find your USP. Now, there's a lot of discussion these days, always has been, about whether there's any validity in this idea of a unique selling proposition. But whether you agree with the fact that there is a unique selling proposition or not, then the discipline of trying to find it actually reveals value. So just the discipline of going about it. Now, I'm going to give two areas here today that you can look at in order to focus on developing your USP. First, I want to tell a story about the plumber. So last week at home, we had a blockage in a toilet, and we then, for the next 4 days between the two of us, we went about different ways of trying to unblock this toilet, including buying chemicals and buying extra larger pumps. Eventually we gave up and we called a plumber. And of course, to our slight embarrassment, well, to mine at least, the plumber came in with something he called Old Faithful, and in 20 seconds the plumber had cleared the blockage because he had, you know, he had the right equipment. He had a very elongated rod which he called Old Faithful. So the point here is the plumber knew where to look, and those 20 seconds cost us £100. Of course, it was a call out. He had to come along. He brought his mate with him. He had the right equipment. He was prepared for it. But the job took him 20 seconds. And it's the same here when you're looking to develop your USP. There are places to look and there are ways to go about it. So there are two places to look. And the first is values. Now, when I talk about values, I am not talking about a committee meeting that discusses what words might be useful to use as values. I'm talking about a personal exploration with the key people in depth to unearth what it is that they value, what it is that makes them tick, and why we want to find out, why we want to find that information out is because then that will get, whatever they do in their life, they're going to be coming through that lens, and we want to be able to articulate that foundation, give them a solid foundation that they're conscious of, that they know that they're operating from. Now, most people don't bother with this, and then they wonder why what they want to happen in the organization isn't happening, because they haven't articulated their values and they haven't translated it into the organization so other people can buy into it. Now, this doesn't mean that everyone has to be an automaton to buy your values, but they have to know what they are so that they can sign up and deliver them. Now, the second place to look is not internal, it's external. You're looking at capabilities. Your values, to some extent, will have determined the capabilities that you develop and the capabilities that the organization has developed. Well, the market will determine what the capabilities are also. But when you take a kind of reference of your capabilities, and then you look at society, you look at the industry and who's bossing it, and you look at the market and who the brand leader is, when you start looking through the lens of values and capabilities that you have or want to develop, you begin to unearth little gems, little diamonds, if you like, of leverage to help you define your unique selling proposition. And this is the plumber with Old Faithful giving you this information. That's the best way I can put it. And you can pay attention or not, I don't care. But I can tell you that this can save you a lot of time and make you a lot more money in the longer term in your business and give you a stronger brand. Okay. Now, having done that work from those two places, then there is a kind of third and final point, which is also adds tremendous value. Now, it's the way that you say it. It's the words that you use, and you want to keep it simple. Now, there's a university near us that I have a lot of respect for, and they've clearly done a tremendous amount of work on their strategy. And I think they're doing a really good job. But you can see that the committee got hold of their sales proposition at the last moment. Probably politics inside the organisation, but all the groundwork is there, but they wouldn't go for it in the final words of articulation. It wasn't as simple as "Make America Great Again." It wasn't as simple as "Black Lives Matter." It was a paragraph, and that is going to cost them revenue. If you think that in a large organisation, a 1% increase in revenue, all things being equal, is likely to mean a 10% increase in profitability, 1% words become very important. So the way that you use your words, the words that you use, equal money, long-term value from your unique sales or selling proposition. So there we have it in summary. Look to your values, which is an internal job. Look to your capabilities, and then the industry and the market, which is an external job. Then put it into a lovely short sentence that is a sales proposition. That's where to look for your USP.